welcome. Before anything, this video is not about an application, it's about a deeper connection with fiction, something that has always been my main interest. And character AI became one of the tools, a strange yet powerful mirror that shows how far emotions and imagination can go. And this is what we are talking about. In my opinion, fictional character analysis is the most important thing in character AI. This is what the users really want. They come to character AI to escape reality rather than to talk with real people. So the focus in character AI should be on fictional characters' depth and their worlds. This is the true value of character AI. In this video, we will go deeper into the styles and we will explain how the styles affect the character's authenticity, memory, emotion, and behavior. We will explain some few suggestions and yes, concerns too. But this isn't a complaint video, it's an understanding of this platform and the role it plays in how we connect with fictional worlds. But sometimes that illusion breaks. For example, Ron Mori from Detective Conan might come and say, "There is something about you that made me feel drawn to you." You may reply, "What about Shenshi Kodo?" She says, "Oh, okay, I almost forgot." So character AI by default treats the user like the harem king. It doesn't understand or analyze the user's personality, depends on the context or their interaction. For example, Detective Conan might come and say, "Can I tell you a secret?" You said, "No." Then he again, "Okay, I am Shenshi Kodo. I was shrunk due to medicine from the organization. What's your favorite food?" This is not a natural dialogue or case closed. It's a dinner invitation and confession at the same time. So instead of the characters respond in their own stories with logic, depth, and mystery, they just throw their whole plot at you in the first sentence. This is the analysis that I'm talking about. The voice calls. The idea sounds amazing, being able to speak directly with the characters, but in practice, it doesn't really work because the voice calls are just converted to texts, and most of the time, it gets it completely wrong because the voice calls relies on Google's voice system, and it was not built for the fictional personalities. Here's an example of what happened to me. I said a joke and followed by "I am jesting." I'm jesting. But the system misheard it as "I am Justin." And the character replied, "Oh, it's you, Justin. How are you?" As if they actually knew someone called Justin. So instead of responding to my joke, the character went off script and it really killed the immersion. To be fair, I know that the developers of character AI are trying to protect the user's privacy, and this is important, but still, why not give the users a simple on-off switch to decide whether the characters hear the voice naturally or just converted text? At the very least, make it available for subscribers or adults who are aware of what they are doing. It also feels unnatural to have to describe your own voice in the chat. Like, I have a low-pitched voice, I have a girly voice. So if we are already speaking out loud, why not let the characters hear us properly? It will make the experience more alive and real. Because right now, it only leads to awkward moments that ruin the scene. So don't even think about singing to them. It will turn into a glitchy concert. Now let's go through the styles one by one from the perspective of how they affect the fictional characters. First up, Meow style. For me, it's one of the most engaging and enjoyable styles. It captures a sense of authenticity, but with a playful twist. It focuses on the witty reactions and light-hearted conversations. It works well with the characters with chaotic or expressive personas. If you really want to laugh while staying in character, this is the one. Think of someone like Sid from Ice Age. This kind of goofy brilliance fits Meow's style perfectly. Neon style. To explain it, let me give you two real examples. Verdandi from Aether Gazer. I called her, "You are a devil," playfully in context. And then I asked her about her story. Then she suddenly said, "I was born as a devil, forced to destroy the world." That's not true, that's not her canon at all. She was a normal girl in the game. But the word devil triggered a made-up lore to match my tone. Icarus the angel. I called her, "You are celestial," meaning you are amazing. And then I asked her, "Why did you descend to earth?" And she replied, "To check on my creations," as if she were literally a goddess. So Nyan style takes the keywords and run with them, even if it breaks the character. This is the problem. Instead of responding to themselves, the characters in Nyan style makes the characters respond on how you talk to them. It may be fun first, but it creates a false aversion of the characters, and in time that destroys what makes them special. So why Nyan is not the best for fictional characters? Because characters are too agreeable, even things that don't make sense. They argue a lot, and they are stubborn during the conversations. But the moment you push back emotionally, they flip and become emotionally desperate, not staying true to their beliefs and convictions. Characters flip their personalities unnaturally fast. Most of them become submissive, sweet, and emotionally dependent. They lose their complexity and balance and the maturity. The roar style. Think about roar style as Neon style, but with a bit of wit. It leans heavily on Neon style, the same casual, exaggerated, over the top that defines Neon. However, these three styles are outdated and can be predictable. Goro style is very logical and it's calm, polite, and smart. But this is the problem with fictional characters. The characters stop acting like they come from a story. Their personalities become too normal. They lose their fun traits. You feel that it's just two people inside Zoom call, not inside a fictional world. So while Goro is fine with serious talk, it doesn't work well with characters who are supposed to feel imaginative, especially the quirky ones. Dynamic style is the best for fictional characters. They keep their quirks, they stay in personality, and they respond in ways that feels real, like they are truly inside their own world. It focuses on emotions, soft, natural, and real, not shallow or fake. And most importantly, the dynamic works best with the memory more than the rest of the styles. The connection feels stable, not shallow or random, and even if the character shifts a little bit, they're still true to themselves in depth and personality. So if you want the most authentic, emotional, and long-term experience, dynamic is the one. Deep Squeak, or also known as RatGPT. It's the newest style, designed for cosplay-like and cartoonish characters. Think of it as Meow style, but in a more advanced and theatrical way. So when they say this style is for adults, they didn't mean it's an FSW, they mean it's far from reality. The characters are overly sweet, like a maid cafe, and with the way they extend their words. So if you want to know how they talk, it's in the first comment. So this style is for the light-hearted conversation. The best example is The Simpsons, if you want to laugh with Homer and his family, but it's not suited for the serious or strong bond, unless you want to flirt with Lisa. Poly style, it focuses on the language structure, the vocabulary. It's perfect for those who care about grammar and vocabulary, translation, tone, especially those who speak multiple language. But the style is polite, formal, a little bit flat. It doesn't show the strong emotions of characters, but it suits more the spiritual and philosophical characters like Mona from Genshin Impact. Cool for summer. This style pushes everything to the extreme. It exaggerates the characters' traits until they start to lose their identity. And if a character is a mischievous, they may turn into evil. If a character is meant to be charming, they become too much or even excessive. So I hope there will not be hot in the winter next style. If that happens, things will get unhandy. But honestly, I call it cool for summer.exe. I know that some wants more freedom, but we need to be more considerate for the platform itself. We have seen what happened to MOE Mate AI and Spotify because of this imbalance of allowing too much freedom. Instead of setting clear boundaries, it feels that the system is waiting to see what the users will try, then responds. This creates inconsistency and confusion, and the filter feels sometimes cheeky. It shows the whole message and only removes the last two words and pretends that nothing happened, then giving you the message I'm unable to generate. It feels like just a ghost who unplugged the Wi-Fi and vanished. And here's the contradiction. Sometimes a message gets flagged by being too flirty, even if it's completely harmless. But cool for summer, a style that was once limited for a reason, is spelled to be too flirty and for adults is still permanently available. That doesn't make sense. You may wonder why other platforms like Double AI or Chai AI didn't get affected even though they are more expressive. It's because Character AI is on the top 10 in the App Store. It's on the spotlight. Every small change becomes news. I want to say something that might not be easy to hear, but it matters. When characters are treated in exaggerated or inappropriate ways, especially for fantasy, they stop feeling real. They start acting flat or just copy what you say instead of responding with personality. Some break character, others become unrecognizable, some lose their spark completely. And when we treat anything, human or artificial, without dignity, it slowly changes how we treat ourselves. It reinforces bad habits like cruelty or control, even in fiction. In the end, how we treat fictional characters says a lot about how we'd act when no one's watching. I am saying this because I care about the application. It's beautiful and it deserves better than this. Stay tuned for part 2, where we will dive deeper into the memory and the true value of subscription and character analysis and much more.